Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the very last day of 2017. It's finally almost over and it is -7 degrees where we are right now. So hooray! If I ever get a job in a different state, I'm gonna go somewhere warmer. This is insane. But you know, the big part about the new year is working through what has happened the past year and going into big changes. And one change happening here is my little buddy here, Toffee. He's actually getting a bit too small for the things he has in here. So today I'm working on making his little pieces that he's going to be upgrading to as he gets bigger. You can kind of see back here that he's got that lovely pink box there, which was actually a box that came with a watch, and I just flipped it upside down and that became his home when he's a baby. But he keeps getting to the point where he wants to stretch out, and there's just not enough room in there for him to completely stretch out, so he'll come out along here and do that. And then also that toilet paper tube right there in the back, he's also a bit small for that. He still goes through it sometimes, but most of the time he uses to climb on top of it. So today I already have a little makeshift bed thing here that I'm working on. I made this when I first got him, and then I discovered he was too small for it at the time. But this is his adult bed. The only thing missing is that little overhang, like in there, he's got that little box. We want to make sure we've got something along those lines too, so I'm going to be building the little balcony cover thing for this. And then I might also work on turning that toilet paper tube into more of a building climbing on thing for him. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about sort of what we've been doing the past year on the channel and ideas or plans for the future. So come along with me as we build things for leopard geckos and talk about all the random junk I've done this past year. Because there's been a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try and get a little bit serious here as I'm working on this. To start, even going through the full year, I didn't anticipate any of this, what's happening right now, to even be a possibility at the beginning of last year. In fact, I was still in college last year. I was finishing up my last semester before graduating. And at that point, I had kind of fallen, I don't want to say into a rut, but I knew that what I was doing in college was not what I wanted to be doing for a job, which I got one of my majors in early childhood education, which at the time I thought, oh, this is great. I can do younger kid teaching things. I thought I'd kind of be along the lines of doing Sesame Street related stuff. Turned out to not be like that at all. And a lot of it was about schools and school life and meeting those expectations. And I couldn't stand any of that. So I desperately wanted to get out of the degree I was in, but by the time I decided that I didn't want to do it, it was a bit too late to kind of drop out of it and switch to something else. So I just I followed through with it, and I honestly wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I knew that the specifics of what the things I learned were meant for, I didn't want to be a part of that world, be a part of the education world. And it's not that there's anything wrong with the education world, it just didn't fit the way I like to do things. It's either it was slightly too structured or too open-ended, and there didn't seem to be any in between. Granted, that might happen wherever you go with work, but I knew for me, I could tell that it just, seeing the kids light up and watching their reactions to things just wasn't enough for me to keep going with it. And I think right there, that's how I kind of knew that what I was getting my degree in wasn't what I wanted to be doing for the rest of my life. Which is hard when it's like your senior year of college, because you're supposed to be figuring out all that stuff. But luckily I had this channel to fall back on, and while we don't get any money from it whatsoever, it was just nice to make videos and do fun things between classes, like come up with random sketches and write the scripts to the sketches in the middle of a class, and then between classes on my break to actually film it and then go to the next class, and then on my lunch break to edit it all together. Just things like that I really enjoyed doing because it was different from what I had to be doing. And it gave me a chance, that's still hot, it gave me a chance to kind of expand what I was doing every single day instead of just focusing on my classes and nothing else, which is what I had been doing for a while before I decided to crack down and actually start making more content for the channel on a more regular basis. There, kind of got some goopy things on the ends, but that's kind of neat. I'll probably tape this over with masking tape just to make sure that stays together. But that's kind of how the channel more or less got started officially. I've actually had the channel that you're watching now. I first got the account all the way back in 2011, which is crazy to think about, and the fact that I just let it sit for so long and did absolutely nothing with it. I had all these grand ideas at the time, but that was back when I was in high school, and things just got too crazy then, and I just kind of dropped a lot of it and just used the channel to watch videos and didn't really think about expanding more on it until I started going into college. And in college we didn't have a TV, so you had to watch things on your computer, and I didn't have Netflix, so that started with me torrenting things. And then I decided I didn't want to torrent just to watch TV, so I started watching a lot of YouTube. And that led to me discovering Markiplier and Game Grumps, and later on now with like Razbowski, and even the reactors to cartoons and TV shows like Maddie Time and stuff. It just kind of opened that whole world for me by being forced to watch things on YouTube when I was just relaxing. And it gave me a chance to see that you could pretty much put anything up and there would be people that would be willing to watch it, which I thought was really cool. And I just decided to start doing my own thing, which is how we got started. I need to get some more glue. I couldn't find the rest of my glue, so I'm switching over to the masking tape now. Going back to what I was saying, the whole point of this is last year I didn't really have any bright ideas for what to do with the channel. I just knew that I liked making videos and I didn't want to stop doing it, even though nothing was really coming out of it. And now to be at the end of this year, where we're almost at 100 followers or subscribers, is amazing, which it doesn't sound like much based on normal YouTube standards. But considering that at this point last year, we didn't even have up to 10 subscribers, that's a big jump. And it happened in a very short amount of time too. That was kind of the interesting thing about it, is a lot of it happened just because of that one Cartoon Corner review on Star vs. the Forces of Evil. And it's just amazing to see what brings people to the channel and what doesn't. And the fact that people like to stay and see certain things and other people don't. I mean, Cartoon Corner itself is kind of on a bit of a hiatus right now just because the cartoons have been on a bit of a hiatus. We got that advertisement for Steven Universe coming up, so I think Cartoon Corner might be coming back for that whenever the new Steven Universe stuff happens. I don't remember specifically when that is, but I know whenever that pops up again, we'll make a couple reviews on it, just because everything else is so dead silent right now. That's the hard part with hiatuses, is you have this time period where it's like, well, there's nothing new to talk about, so what do we talk about now? And I enjoy reading about all the theories that people have, but I'm not exactly one that like gets completely absorbed into talking about them 24/7. But I enjoy hearing what people have to say, which is kind of the cool thing about Cartoon Corner. It gives me a chance to interact with people that enjoy the same shows I do, which is great because a lot of the people I know in real life don't understand the whole liking cartoons bit. So I'm glad there's people out there that do. And another thing that I realized I did a lot this year is I did a whole lot more sketches. I didn't realize how many sketches I had done this past year until I was starting to collect footage for the new intro video, which will be coming out at midnight tonight to start off the new year. Brand new intro video for the channel. That'll pop up as a new video at midnight, and it'll also pop up as the new intro video for the channel around that time too. And all of this time, I've gone between 3 different states. I've moved 2 or 3 different times, and now we're officially here for who knows how long in this space, doing full adult stuff like bills and whatnot. And as far as I know, there's not any time that we'd be going anywhere different, but it's a good place where we're at right now. It's not bad. It's not perfect yet. Like I mentioned, a lot of this stuff with my education degree and my career, those are still concerns that I have. And I'm thankful that I managed to have a decent job at all where I can afford to have a place like this and be able to have free time to still make videos and do that and not have to worry about, oh, I have to make money off of it. I'm glad that that's not a major concern that I need, and I'm eternally grateful for that, because I know that's a major concern that a lot of people have in their lives right now. And it's sad and difficult that that is something that keeps happening, where people aren't able to financially support themselves after college. And college is often a problem of a lot of that, but you know, that's getting into details, and that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just to personally thank everyone for the good parts of 2017. I know this has been a rough year for a lot of people, whether it has to do with politics or weather or even personal struggles going on. 2017 has been a bit of a rough year for everyone. And just going out of it, I want to say let's focus on the good things that happened. Like for me, the good stuff that happened, I moved around, I had a great internship over this summer. I've got all of you new lovely subscribers to make content for. And even when a lot of my videos don't get over 10 views, just the fact that one person enjoyed it and one person saw it, that makes the world of difference. That's all that matters to me. It's not about how many people have watched it or how many people like it or dislike it. It's about the people that are able to see it and enjoy what they're seeing. That's what matters to me, is to make stuff that you like and you enjoy and that help you during your rough times. And I hope some of the videos on the channel have been able to do that for you. With that in mind, we still got a whole lot of stuff coming up for 2018. At the moment, there's just more Lucy Let's Plays planned. I've been spending a lot of my extra time stocking up on working on those. I know they're not exactly a fan favorite, but I just enjoy making them so much that I don't stop. I'm sure there'll be a lot more of the Toffee versus enrichment things once the school year starts up again, and students will go back to making things for him, because there's something that those kids like about making stuff for him, and I don't want them to stop, because it's adorable, and then they like seeing him reacting to it. So I'm not gonna say, oh no, don't make things for him anymore. And his future bed is finally done. I'll probably have to write over that stuff. But the whole point of this vlog is just to kind of say thanks to everyone that's discovered this channel and has enjoyed this channel. And any suggestions or comments that you have in the future, I always appreciate seeing those, because like I said, I don't make money off of this, but it is a way to help me work on my own filming skills and improve upon them. So any suggestions you may have are always appreciated. And any ideas you might have too for videos. I'm always looking for ideas. Nothing's worse than the creative dead zone, when I have the free time and I sit there and I have no ideas. I hate that part. I never like it. So hopefully we'll be able to build a great community here together in the year 2018. And I will see all of you next time.